What? The history department have done some revision videos. Anything the history department can do, the RE department can do. This video should help you prepare for your RE GCSE. You're going to take 2 exams at the end of year 11 on the 4 topics you've learned for each. So there are 4 questions, each split into 5 parts, and they are both set out exactly the same. Part A is always worth 2 marks, and it always asks you to give a definition and an example of a word. For example, explain what religious believers mean by pacifism. You will say that religious believers believe that pacifism is the idea of being totally against all forms of violence. An example of this might be a conscientious objector. Part B is always worth 4 marks. It will ask you to explain something that a Christian or Muslim believes. For example, explain the purpose of pilgrimage. Purpose is the key word there. Why do they go? You will need to say why they go, what they believe about it, and how they show they believe that about it. You'll need to do that twice to get 4 marks. Part C is always worth 4 marks. You'll be given a statement and asked to decide whether a religious believer will agree or disagree with the statement. You can give 2 agree, 2 disagree, or 1 from each. For example, only doctors can decide who lives and dies. You will write down whether a Christian or Muslim would agree with this statement. You will need to say what they believe and why they believe it to get full marks. Part D is always worth 6 marks. Usually it asks you to give an opinion from 2 religious points of view, but sometimes it's just 1. For example, explain religious attitudes to war. Remember to always say some Christians, because not all Christians will have the same opinion. Some Christians believe that war is wrong and that God wanted peace. Other Christians believe that war can be necessary. Remember the 5 principles. Make sure you use the word some, make sure you give enough information, and make sure that you have given them from 2 religious points of view. Part E is always worth 8 marks. You're given a statement to respond to. It will ask you whether you agree, to give reasons for your answer, showing you've thought about more than 1 point of view, and including reference to religious beliefs. This is the only question where you can give your own opinion. But even here, your own opinion is only worth 1 mark, maybe 2. You need to make sure that you include religious ideas, why they believe what they do, but also what society might think about the issue. There's a separate video on how to answer a Part E.